Hey loves, welcome to another red hot spicy episode with me, Jane Lawrence. And on this show, I will show you how to make your girl crazy, horny, and sexually obsessed with you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, first, you need to give this video a huge thumbs up so that it could go viral, okay? Because I'm doing a great work here. I'm doing the Lord's work, all right? Number one, now making a girl horny is surprisingly easy. And while there are many techniques, many different techniques that you could use, there are just three main areas that you should focus on if you want her to literally rip your clothes off. And these areas are, number one, making her feel deeply desired and sexy. And I tell you, this is like flipping the switch that makes her weak for you in the knees. Number two, it is building an intense amount of sexual tension. And I don't think I need to explain this, but I would explain how to build incredible amounts of sexual tension. And I do have a whole video dedicated to sexual tension. Number three, be her kryptonite by focusing on specific foreplay techniques that work for her but may not work for other women or may not work on other women. You get my drift? But more importantly, before we dig into how to get her crazily obsessed with you, I want to touch on something that couples tend to overlook, especially the men, which is the only way to turn her on and set her body, her soul, her mind on fire for you. And that's the ability to remove the brakes to her sex drive. And when I say brakes to her sex drive, I mean those things that easily distract her and take her attention away from the moment. It could be cooking, it could be babysitting, it could be taking care of your laundries, it could be all of the hats, all of the different hats, many hats that women tend to wear during the day that makes her tired at the end of the day. And honestly, look, if you decide to skip this part, then you're going to have to struggle to give your woman the most powerful orgasms of her life, and that's for a fact. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that if you can remove the brakes like stress, anxiety, feeling of being taken for granted, guilt, shame, drugs that affects her sexuality and other health issues, then it's going to be much easier for her to get horny for you and be on fire for you. Believe me when I say that understanding this one thing is more important than making your joystick bigger, by the way, okay? Because you might have the biggest cock, but she's not excited to have it inside of her because she's overwhelmed by this breaks that constantly hinders her sexual drive or her sex drive. And this may sound crazy obvious, but many men ignore these breaks. And then you see them getting confused and frustrated as to why, their stressed out partner who is trying to take care of two small kids while holding down a full-time job is not keen, to have sex with them as she should. So remove the brakes by helping her to remove the burdens. All right. See, you've got to realize that women and men get horny and aroused differently. For example, men likely see something or they hear something or even think of something and they're just ready to jump right into sex. But women, it is different. It takes a whole lot of time for us to get into the mood. We often need to feel a certain way before we can even want to get intimate with you. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you, step by step on how to break those brakes so that you could hit her accelerators and just ramp up her desire to have more sex with you. All right, and the best way to do this is, number one, making her feel desired and sexy. See, the single most powerful way to make your woman horny is to make her feel deeply desired by you. And I know as a guy, maybe the feeling of being desired may or may not mean a lot to you, but for women, it's like casting a spell on them. It can completely be intoxicating and overwhelming for us because it gives us a sense of emotional security. All right, we need to see that you desire us because to us it's like air that we breathe. But the main takeaway is that if you do this correctly, you wouldn't need to use any other techniques to make her horny. So how do you make her feel deeply desired? Now you could flatter her. And trust me, flattering your partner can be a double-edged sword, because if you are not genuine or you're not honest in your flattery, then it will show. It will show as you being insincere, and it will backfire completely. But if you're truly sincere, then you flattering her can be powerfully effective, and it will show her your desire and attraction for her. And the easy way for you to do this is just complimenting her on something that's important to her. So if you could tell that she's put a lot of effort into her outfit or her appearance, let her know how good she looks. If she embarks on a new fitness regime, let her know how much you like the results. If she has worked hard on, earning a promotion or a professional qualification, make sure to let her know how you find her hard work pretty much sexy. You could even try sending flowers or a small gift to where she works. And this can work really great for her birthday or anniversary or Valentine's Day, but it can be even more effective if it's because you've been thinking about her and nothing else. All right, her friends will be curious about where the gift came from, thereby making it natural for her to tell them where the gift came from. All right, but make sure that you don't overdo it with complimenting and flattering her. If you overdo it, then your compliment would just lose their power. Okay, so yes, then similar to flattering your partner is showing genuine appreciation for the things that she does for you, even if the things are quite small. So if she does your laundry without you asking, or she makes you breakfast when you're in a rush, or she helps you to perfect your project or whatever, just make sure to show her how much you appreciate it. Even sending a text later on in the day can be enough to show your appreciation, although I feel like repaying the favor is even better, however you're going to repay the favor. Then number 2, be thoughtful, because being thoughtful is subtle, but it's also a fantastic way to help make your girl go horny for you. And you could do this by, cleaning the house for her when she's particularly really stressed or tired from work, just taking care of her weekly chores so that you have more free time together, or maybe cooking and washing up plates, or putting the kids to bed while she unwinds with a glass of wine. See, honestly, if men can actually do this for their women, you would enjoy this woman, because she would have more time. Not the one that she's taking care of kids, she's washing your clothes, she's preparing dinner for you, she's all tired and haggard, and you're there watching movie or reading the newspaper, and at the end of the night you want to have her sleep with you and you think she's going to perform. She'll be upset with you. Men, you need to learn how, especially Nigerian men, you need to learn how to assist, divide the chores. You did not marry a house help, you married a wife, a partner. Marriage is partnership. So I don't see where she gives birth to a child and she's the only one sleeplessly taking care of the child. Sometimes you should let her go sleep in the bed while you take the milk that she's pumped and breastfeed the child so that she can have rest. That's why women go through postpartum mental breakdown. It's because of these things. Men are not lending helping hands to their wives. You made this child together. So make sure that when the child comes, you too, you're also prepared to take care of that child. Even at night, take turns. In that way, you'll be able to help this woman. All right? And not you getting frustrated that she's not giving you time, and then you go all out and you cheat on her. And she's taking care of your child at home. You get? It doesn't make sense to me. Women are stressed. Try help your woman